Hi there and welcome to today's video where it's all about the 8-point mandala structure. By the end of today's video, you will know the step-by-step process to paint this really important structural step, and you'll be guided to some resources that I've put together to help you practice this. If this video is helpful for you, you can like it, comment, and you can share it with other people who are on their dot mandala journey as well. If you are looking for more videos to help you and to dot along with, you can hit the subscribe button. And if you're looking for other resources, head on over to otana.com where you will find a whole bunch of things to help you with your dot mandala journey. Let's get started with today's tutorial. In the 8-point structure, there are 8 dots of equal size and the same color that set up the mandala to grow in 8 equal sections. The first step is to mark the center of whatever surface you're dotting on. As you can see here, I have lightly done that with a pencil. Step 2 is to paint the center dot. This is where your mandala will begin and grow out from. Now you're going to start to paint the 8 littler dots that make up the 8-point structure of this mandala. The first one is going to go right above the bigger dot you made in the center. Envision the bigger dot as if it is a clock. You're placing this dot right above where the 12 would go. Ideally, the center dot in this dot just about touch. Think of this second dot like a partner to the one that you just painted. As you're going to see, the dots in the 8 structure are painted in pairs. This second dot is placed at the 6 o'clock position, directly beneath the center dot. If there was an imaginary line running from the top to the bottom, it would connect your first smaller dot, go through the center of your middle dot, and then down through the one you're painting. Step 5 is going to have you rotate your surface, whatever you're painting on. So these first 2 little dots of the 8 are off to the sides. If it was a clock in the center, you're positioning these first 2 dots. So one is at the 3 o'clock position and the other is at the 9 o'clock position. You're going to paint another pair of dots, one again at the 12 o'clock position and another one at the 6 o'clock position. You'll notice that I'm redipping my paint with every one of these 8 dots so they turn out to be about the same size. For dot number 3, therefore, you're putting it at the new 12 o'clock position. So your hand is always working in this same orientation. The distance between your first 2 dots is essentially cut in half, equal space between the one at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Dip back into your paint, and now you're going to paint the 4th dot, which is again at the 6 o'clock position. So it is opposite of the dot that you just painted. At this point, you should have 4 dots that are all approximately equal in size and approximately equal distance apart. Rotate your surface again. As you'll see, you are continuously placing your surface so that your hand is always going to be making dots either at the 12 o'clock position or the 6 o'clock position. By now you're likely getting a sense of what's happening. We're using the rotation of our surface and our hand position and the dot position to divide the distance between what we painted in the last few steps in half. So here we go again, we're painting our 5th dot at the 12 o'clock position, and it divides, although a smaller distance, the space between 2 dots that are already in place. Here comes the 6th dot, which is going to go down at the bottom in the 12 o'clock position, creating an alignment with the center of the purple dot in the middle and the one that you painted in the previous step. Rotate your surface one last time so you're positioning the spaces where your last 2 dots will go, so they are in the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock position. All right, here comes dot number 7. Again, I've continued to re-dip into my paint with every single dot that I'm making. This one, again, is positioned at the 12 o'clock spot. And here comes dot number 8, down at the 6 o'clock spot in alignment with the dot that was made just a moment ago. There's just one thing left to do. I take a look at the 8 dots I've made here in my structural step, and I check to see that they are all approximately, as best as they can be, the same size. If there's any small ones, I take a little bit of extra paint and I just go back over that to increase the size a little bit so it can be as symmetrical as possible. That sets my mandala up for success. I want to take a minute and show you some video footage of how this beginning of a mandala grew into a whole piece. And actually, I'll also link down below once the video is posted. I'm creating a full step-by-step beginner level tutorial so that you can paint this exact mandala. I will link that down below for you. Here we go. Now I invite you to start practicing. I have created a practice sheet that is free. I'm going to link it down below so you can download it. The sheet provides for you a variety of combinations of tool sizes, all partnering with the set of 7 dotting tools. I'm going to link information about the set of 7 dotting tools and what that's all about down below as well. So you can use this practice sheet and the tools to work through a variety of combinations of 8-point mandala structures, where the center dot and the 8 dots are all different sizes. Enjoy practicing, and then you are ready to use this to grow a whole bunch of different mandalas.